live on the radio station. And we
a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
Ladies and gentlemen, and whatever else you might identify
I was going to go off on that. I'm like, I wonder if we have any in between.
and whatever else you might be that's all fucked up. Welcome to From the Ashes Radio. Huh? I'm not a nice person.
Am I? I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's our audio?
Sound?
Oh, we already checked your audio, bro. You were doing your thing. We did sound checks already.
Okay,
you sound fucking glorious.
Good.
I know that
I usually
because
do.
I put my voice
Oh.
to your microphone, and it sounded fucking
Is that why this
great.
fucking blister on my lip is so starting to form?
That's one reason. But was that your Woody Woodpecker right there?
No, that was just my fucking retarded shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have one hell of a show. We have the Special Operations Warrior Foundation on later tonight in just about 15 minutes or so. We got all kinds of good shit. Joe is mashing buttons to figure out why we're all fucked up. You ought to see him right now, the look of consternation on his face. He's all pissed off.
Constipation.
He's all kinds of constipated. That guy's got sweatpants on. We don't have a uniform around
That's
here.
why he came in here. Dude, he came in with gray sweatpants.
He did.
I called. He wasn't even fucking out of the doorway. I'm like, hey.
You know Sandy kicked his ass out of the house. Oh, going out in your whore outfit, are ya?
Even in cold weather.
You fucking slut.
That was very exciting.
Dude, I'm going to bed the other night. I've got on Ranger panties and like a fucking politics t-shirt, like a Heidi Ganahl fucking vote for Heidi t-shirt or some shit. My wife goes, "Oh, feeling slutty tonight, are you?" I was like, "Oh my God, I want to put on a bathrobe. What the hell just happened to me?" I'm like, I feel dirty. I'm like, yup.
Political shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, let's do this, girl.
Oh, man.
All right, it's happening. I'm like, what just happened to me? I feel dirty.
I gotta ask the wife for my slut out.
That's why I was like, what the fuck just happened to me? I'm like, so check this out. It was awesome, dude. You loved it. You'll love this. Only because your daughter is so young and innocent and pure and whatnot. Grace comes upstairs and she's going into the other bathroom. I'm like, I'm gonna tell Grace to close the door. And she's like, don't do it. Don't. You'll scar her for life if you do it.
You had your slut outfit on? Hey,
Yeah.
I got my slut out.
Yeah.
Mom's looking at me.
I'm feeling a little slutty. Close the bedroom door. It was fucking great, dude. I could just picture great. Oh God. Fucking scarred that kid for life, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how do we sound? I mean, I know we sound fucking glorious, but how do we sound? Let us know how you, if we were 5x5, you can hear us. Yeah, no shit. Heidi Roswell, thank you for the tomatoes. They are fucking tomatoes. Coming in awesome. Really appreciate you sending the tomatoes. They look fucking great, and they are delicious, just so you know. Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to see how your gardens are coming in. Did you grow anything this year? Did you have anything come in? Nothing came in?
No, I didn't try.
Didn't bother? No, you're too busy fucking trying to get chickens to fucking do their thing. Ducks to drag around the property and shit.
No, I didn't do this year.
No?
No.
I get it. I totally get it. But, hey, folks, what did you think of that Durant interview? We've had a couple other places that have been very impressed by it and have played it for us. Huge thanks to WTF Moments. Really appreciate you guys. Sky Blue Radio. Really appreciate you guys playing that for us again. Getting some extra mileage out of that thing. Really appreciate it. That was a great interview. For those that don't know, I'm not sure if you even know this yet. I ended up going fly fishing with him the next day.
No, cool.
It fucking was. And so I went off the air, and I sent him a text message, and I'm like, "Hey man, great interview. Really appreciate it. If you ever want to connect for a cigar and a coffee, let me know." I said, "I do a lot of fly fishing." And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "I've never been fly fishing." He says, he says, I booked my first trip tomorrow. He's like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, yeah, kind of. Yeah, sure. Why not? So we went fly fishing the next day. I was like, "What the fuck?" I guess. Sure. And then while we were talking, he connected us with the Special Operations Warrior Foundation and a couple of other organizations. And he is a vocal advocate now for what we're doing. A very vocal advocate. He's connected us with a few other. Michael Connors, dude, saw the fucking award you got.
I know, it's about time. Dude, I
very well done.
Go to that gala and I didn't at all.
No,
it skipped me from the calendar so hard. But
well,
yeah, it was awesome to see that.
Combine that with, we were featured in a video in that same place he got an award.
Oh, I heard that.
Dude, I was
smoked. I haven't seen it. I have no idea what's going on.
When that camera crew left, I was exhausted.
Dude, that was one of my, I would compare it to doing like a 12-hour road march at the end of basic, but that was kind of fucking pussy shit too.
I was so tired.
Right, but it's just it's a hell of a day. So I was wiped out mentally.
Helped them load their gear up and shit, and I was like, I'm so glad they're coming.
We had a lot that day, bro. That was a busy day.
Saw you both there in the video. Well, cool. How'd we look? I mean, I don't even know.
Did we sound like turds?
We
probably
come off
sounded
like idiots. Probably sounded like idiots. Nathan, cannot thank you enough for your support of the cigar night. That cigar night was fucking awesome. Yeah. Did you get a cigar left on the kitchen counter?
I do have a cigar on the kitchen counter.
Glad to hear it. Thank you. Good.
It's another one of those square bottles.
Same one?
I know. I noticed that today.
It was sitting there, and I was
literally didn't notice it.
I know. Who wants this?
This afternoon, I was like, wait a minute. That's one of those ones I like.
I know. Who wants this? Do you like cigars at all? Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you like? No, not really.
Not really.
People, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I'm ridiculous with what I like. So if you know what you like.
What do you mean, like you're picky, or you just like no?
I'm extremely picky.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not too picky.
I can't imagine you being like that.
Very narrow band.
I narrow like the paper route?
No. I mean, there's one singular folk. I like.
That sounds like a weird thing to care about the size of the band.
No, not the band. There's a narrow band of cigars that I like. It's got to be.
He's about the girth.
Yeah, you're joking, but yes, that's true. I like it torpedo. I like it black. I like it oily. And if it makes everyone else lightheaded when they're smoking it, that's what I like. When we were headed down to the Springs a week or two ago, when we were headed to the Springs, I'm like, yeah, these are not for you. And I closed the lid. That was intentional. Because you were driving, and I didn't want you getting all dizzy and lightheaded.
Dude, I only listen. I did not realize, but it was how high I was.
Michael Connors, that's exactly right.
Only once did I drive home when I had a cigar, and I was like, woo-hoo, and I didn't realize until I got home. I was like, dude, I was more stoned than taking a fucking 6-foot bomber. Yeah, like a fucking kid. It was terrible.
If you're doing it right, yes, they can make you a little bit lightheaded depending on. Yes. But that was a fucking great night. I mean, we met some really fucking cool. That Vietnam vet, super fucking cool dude.
Yep.
I thought. It was a great night. So thank you to Tony Espinoza. Thank you to Casbar Cigars. Thank you, Nathan. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, especially when it happened, because it happened September 11th.
Yes, it fell in a good way.
Yes, everybody needed it at the time. September 10th is when Charlie Kirk got shot.
Yep.
Everybody needed it that night. It was.
I think it was. There was a
hell of a week.
All of us were finding out, that morning, and within the day that. About all that. There was a lot. It was just a heavy 48 hours.
It very much was. And to be able to sit down and kind of fucking shoot the breeze with some folks and kind of let some shit out and let some feeling and talk through some thoughts, because people had some pretty heavy thoughts about what went on.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the timing of that was very particular. That was last week was a fucking heavy week. And yeah, so having the chance to kind of sit down and burn a cigar with some friends was definitely worth it. What the fuck? What a place our nation is in, man. Wow.
It is.
Holy heck,
And
man.
that's why we skip Carl too. Like, just doesn't fit in anywhere. So we'll just kind of have.
The first I found out because my son texted me. I get a WTF from my son, and I'm like, "What the heck, man?" I get WTF, and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "They shot Charlie Kirk," and I'm like, my first thought is, "How the fuck do you know who Charlie Kirk is?"
Not everybody did.
I didn't know my kids did.
Well, he's a person of the youth, bro.
Yeah, I know that now.
Turning Point's entire thing was directed towards the youth, not just to educate our youth politically, all those different things. No, they're much more youth driven, which is amazing. Whether you agree or not, generally younger generations know what Turning Point is. I think better than we do, which we think we do. But.
Well, and 4 minutes later, I get a text from my daughter, who is 2 years younger, and she's, "Hey man,
Charlie,"
and yeah, and she's like, "Did you hear about Charlie?"
Well, the thing is I don't think it's prolific because of who and what and all these things around him and the way he was like. But it's more the action that happened, I think, than just hitting the person.
Expand. But
we just had somebody again because a certain group doesn't like him, trying to fucking silence him. You didn't like President Trump fucking running for presidency, so you tried to assassinate him. You don't like this guy because he talks about a different way of thought than maybe a certain side does. And so let's silence him. Fucking, it's craziness. The only thing that I think is incredible and I'm so thankful for is the people and supporters of Charlie Kirk have proven everything that he said. We're having fucking vigils and prayers and parades and people are mourning and doing good things. And then the other side, we've seen what they've done after days and weeks and months of years of burning our fucking cities down, our personal property. Like, it's insanity. So, as bad as an epically terrible event happening, like September 11th, like Charlie Kirk getting assassinated, things like that, sometimes good things come out of it. I'm hoping for a lot of good things to come out of it. Hopefully, people will start fucking seeing things a little more clearly. But
I agree.
It's disgusting that somebody that so passionately wanted to hear the opposition's voice and make sure that the opposition had a voice and was able to hear another's and in a peaceful manner get assassinated is just insanity. It's how immature and disgusting we've gotten in the country in certain sides.
I was incredibly surprised that someone, "Hey, Roy Gagney, glad you're here, man. Very glad you're here. Congratulations to District Chief Norwalk Fire, Roy Gagney. You've earned that shit, man. Where's the Kool-Aid?" Oh, yes, because the rapture is tomorrow, if you haven't heard. So, yeah, we should be having some Kool-Aid right now. I was amazed that someone actually got on a panel on cable news and said, if you didn't want this to happen, you should not have elected President Trump. And I was like, how, A, do you have that thought? And B, I'm impressed that you were willing to verbalize that thought on the evening news. That just, I couldn't believe he said that out loud. Okay, that's where we are. Huh. All right, man.
Yep.
So you're telling me if we had Deputy Chief, I'm sorry, not District Chief, I apologize, Roy Gagney. Congratulations again on the promotion, man. You've earned it. Well done. Your father is very, very proud of you. I couldn't believe that person said that.
No.
On the evening news.
I can't believe that people haven't came out and been like, I'm just as responsible when I have used my heavy voice the way that I have. And I'll pick on a certain group. I was thinking about this. The View, your favorite show.
I watch it daily. If I don't watch it, I record it.
Favorite,
Joy Behar.
Women.
God damn, she's fucking hot.
How many times have they called Trump Hitler? And that he's a Nazi, and that Charlie Kirk is a Nazi, and a Nazi supporter, and a white supremacist, and all these different things. Now, if you know anything, even a sliver of history, Hitler was an incredibly evil. He was burning people. Okay, the comparison is not real. We know that. But using comparisons like that through the institutions that are supposed to give us our solid information, our news, right? Our amazing groups and channels like The View are supposed to be giving us solid information that we're supposed to be able to believe and trust is true. Trump is not Hitler. Charlie Kirk is not a white supremacist. To be honest, Charlie Kirk has done everything in the world to not just talk about his view, but to allow the inverse of shutting people down and being Nazi, this sort of craziness. So, what responsibility really lies? Obviously, the trigger puller is always the responsible part. But where's all those responsibilities lie? Of all this programming that's happened to that individual. Okay, he's being ruled by Hitler. Okay, if I grew up in Hitler's time, I'm not going to lie, what my profession is, I would have been very, 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 I would have had a good feeling of patriotism and good service if I would have fucking dropped Hitler. Okay, so, but that's because of the information knowledge I have about it. Now, the information knowledge that they're trying to say, Hitler, Trump, all this everything, inciting violence. How many times have you heard violence incited on those individuals? This is the other thing. Do you know how many times Charlie's been attacked? I don't know, and I bet you he couldn't even count. The dude was attacked almost daily. Threats, life threats, all those different things for wanting to have conversations.
For letting other people talk.
And letting other people talk and hearing what they have to say. Having good discussion. Trying to prevent violence.
We are born with the ability to say what is on our mind.
Yes.
Because we are of where we are born. These rights are born to us by our Creator. Yeah. And the right to defend our families and ourselves and our persons. Mm-hmm. We are born with them simply because we are here.
Which all things that you come out naturally as a human being. You naturally want to.
Every human being on the planet is born with these rights.
Wants to protect themselves and what they care about next to them. That's a human nature thing.
A government takes those away.
They want to express their feelings and thoughts. That's something babies do. It's a natural human act, and we shouldn't take that away. It's a human right. But
you are born with it.
The thing I will say is, whenever you try and silence somebody, like Charlie Kirk, like Martin Luther King, if you can't, Martin Luther King Jr. So I was going to say something about. I'm trying to say two things at once. Like President Lincoln, all these people that have been assassinated. If anything, it did nothing but excavate everything they ever said. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't say, "Oh, this." I didn't have to hear anymore. You made everything they said amplified. That much louder and that much more listen to everybody. Okay, even if it wasn't that prolific, you made it that much more prolific. So good job. I applaud you, dummy. It's fucking so stupid.
They don't think that way.
As soon as it happened, I literally did everything I could to turn away from social media ever since. From a lot of it.
A lot of people have. And that's the conversations that we had that night at the cigar shop is it's all about our small communities now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't, people are celebrating the death of a fucking father with young children he's not like me standing up and being like, oh, let's do this and do that. And I've lived some peaceful, calm life. No, I'm a combat deployed fucking son of a bitch. No, there's a little rough side. That dude's just a fucking family guy with a couple young kids out there trying to have conversations.
Who just happened to run at the mouth.
How many times do people, here's the thing. Do you think if you had attacked me the way he's been attacked, it would have gone down the same way?
No.
My lines, or everybody has their lines. Mine are just maybe a little bit. I'll let your jaw have it real quick. I don't care. You ain't doing that. All right, maybe I'm saving you from the next guy. I won't kick your head in, but you can get it.
He is a pacifist,
right? Yeah. Even you see all these different types where
there's a line right there on that screen that says that you are not.
What should we call it? even people coming up and starting the conversations. Fuck you, I hate you, you're an asshole, all these different things. He's still having conversations. Still having conversations. Either way, you guys gave me an exclamation point, and that sucks. That sucks because it could have just been what it was going to be anyway. We could have let the man live out his life. We could have let the dude raise his children. We could have encouraged conversations rather than violence. We could have done a lot of things, but instead of that. And I say we because it's American people. We are American people, and we have allowed our culture and our society to go so far out of control, and then try and act like, well, what if? Dude, this is crazy. The justifications of actions are just mind-boggling. Or the beginning stages of like excuses. Well, what if he's this? Well, what if he's that? Well, what if he's this? Well, what if he's that?
We don't know.
It doesn't matter.
You have changed the course of human history now with the events of the 10th of September.
Yeah.
You have changed the course of history because of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, in the meantime, we should totally bring Sean on. Is Sean in the green room, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
He is. Sean, how the heck are you, man? I apologize for bringing you on late. I know you were signed in much earlier because of Central Standard Time versus Mountain Time. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I hear you great. How about me?
We can't hear you. Joe, any help there?
It has to be his end. I can't.
Joe, Sean, let's try that again. Can we hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, we got no audio.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
No, still nothing. But I see that you're not muted.
Yeah, he's not muted.
Try unplugging your headphones and singing us a few bars of The Old Gray Mare, She Ain't What She Used to Be. Let's hear it.
I'm not much for singing, so I'm probably not gonna hear that.
Can you hear him, Joe?
Mm-mm.
No?
I'm deaf. I read lips.
Yeah. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Come on, Sean. I know you got it in you.
Yeah. I'm not
I'll
sure.
bet you kill it at karaoke, dude. We could do a duet.
You look for my microphone here.
Ebony and Ivory. You can do the Michael Jackson part. I'll do the Paul McCartney part. Still nothing, huh? We can hear him. Oh, the guests
now
can
we have
hear
an
him.
even better problem.
The guests can hear him, but we
Yes.
can't hear him. That's kind of fucking awesome. That means, Joe, you fucked this all up.
I was going to say it way meaner than that.
Hang on, Sean.
Our producer
This is
sucks.
We know who to blame this on now. Is it the soundboard, Joe?
No, nothing's changed.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I see a red light lit.
That's me being muted.
That's you being muted. Huh. No audio. Huh. If it helps, I did hit a lot of buttons.
So he's chose to mute themselves.
What?
It says he chose to mute himself.
Yes, right now, Sean, you are muted. Now you're
Okay.
unmuted.
How about now?
Still can't hear you though.
But our audience can hear you. However, we cannot hear you. Are we able to add subtitles? Maybe that would help it. Hang on. We're going to figure this out, Sean. Don't you worry. Because we're
All right.
fucking pros. We're good at what we do. And by that, I mean, we're not really good at this yet.
Tell him to go out and come back in.
Sean, I'm going to ask you a very strange question. Are you able to log out, log back in, and
Sure.
see if that would help the situation? He gives us a thumbs up. So the audience can hear him. It's not him, it's you guys, says Ali.
Well, we figured that.
We know that now.
We knew that before there was an issue. There's an issue. It's probably those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Has entered the studio. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Can you
All right,
hear
Sean,
me
let's
now?
hear it. Huh.
Hmm.
Still nothing. You know what it is? Let's blame that camera crew. Because we had good audio.
Everything was working.
Came in here and plugged into our board.
I know.
Sliders. No. Everything worked a week ago, Sean. Don't you worry. What does that big
It's all right.
button do? I want one of those.
Big blue
Hey,
button.
Joe, we can also hear you. You are not muted.
You hear me through your stuff.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mhm.
Huh. All right. I don't know. Should we say fuck it and get out of the radio business? I know, since Allie
Let's
is
try
here,
Allie.
see if Allie, are you in the green room? Let's see if that works.
Yeah, pull Allie in for a second.
Can you
Allie.
guys hear me?
Nope, no audio from Allie either. But you
But Sean,
look
you
great,
can.
Allie. And Sean can hear you.
Your
but we
combo
can't.
guys
Everybody can hear everybody except for we can't.
You
hear
guys,
everybody.
you guys need a new
Everybody.
45 uniform. Your combo guys suck.
Allie,
And
Joe
Joe-
got the night off.
Go ahead and interview Sean.
Hi, so
And then
everybody,
Sean, go
welcome
ahead and
to
ask Allie about what
from
it's
the
like being a
Ashes
DSO.
Radio. This is
Oh,
Sean.
everybody can hear them. Look at the fucking
I know, that's what I'm telling
comments
you.
from the audience.
The only people that can't hear are you and me.
Sean
Stop
is
talking.
a
You guys go ahead.
member.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Sean runs. He is the executive vice president of the Special Operations Warrior Foundation. He is a retired colonel in the United States Army. How are you, Mr. Corrigan?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Allie, and thanks for
This way.
stepping in.
It's what I do. It takes a woman.
Does a great job.
Oh, get out of here with that.
So, Sean, can you tell us, because this is the first time we are meeting and we are doing this on the fly, what is the Special Operations Foundation that you do? What is it? Why are you around? What do you do?
Right. So Mike Durant introduced us. He's on our board of directors. And what we do is we provide education funding for kids whose special operations parents die in the line of duty. It used to just be combat, and we expanded eligibility to combat training, any line of duty death. We also, if anybody in Special Operations Command loses their spouse, we bring those kids in, and we also expanded eligibility to the children of all Medal of Honor recipients.
Wow.
And so we start funding education as early as 2 years old with preschool funding, $8,000 per child per year. And then K through 12, we support private school tuition assistance, $6,000 per year per child, unlimited tutoring for kids from the time they start until the time they graduate. Ultimately, we pay for their college, trade school, whatever post-high school education they want. We'll pay for that, full room, board, tuition, miscellaneous expenses. So yeah, we've got 241 kids in college right now and another almost 900 behind them.
Wow.
Sean, where does your funding come from?
Full. So it's not just a stipend, like we'll only pay one semester. You pay the tuition for these children of fallen special operations service members, their college, their full college.
Yep. And, sometimes we get, it all depends on when the service member dies, when the special operator dies. We've had several kids, to include our youngest, who were born after their father died. So we're going to have that youngest child from now until 2047, 2048, and promise them all those things. And and we can only do that because we have a lot of great support. The foundation's been around since 1980. So 45 years, built a lot of really strong support, individuals, businesses, corporations way outside of the defense industry. And then we apply for different grants and things like that as well. But it's all private donations. We don't take any money from the government.
How many people do you have on your team?
We've got 18 employees, and about 6 of them work directly with the students in one way, shape, or form, and the rest kind of run the business aspect of it, raising the money, spending the money. So we'll spend about $18 million this year on our kids.
Oh my
Sean,
gosh,
where
that's
does the
amazing.
funding come from?
Where does
The funding, it's that combination of individual donors, corporate donors, grants, and then we have a lot of fundraising events too. Everything from a lot of golf tournaments, a long-range shooting competition in Cody, Wyoming every year. You name it, 10K races, 5K races. People get really creative with how to raise money, and we're grateful for all of it.
Do you ever put on any galas? Because that's my type of fundraising. Any excuse to dress up, I'm there.
We do, yeah. We have 3 galas per year, one in Tampa, kind of close to the anniversary of Operation Eagle Claw. So we try to get it as close to the 24th of April. Operation Eagle Claw is where we started with all this, with the hostage rescue attempt in Iran in 1980. And so that's a big dinner here in Tampa. We have an even bigger dinner in Dallas, and that's usually in October every year. We call it Joint Forces Texas Style. And then we have a dinner in Fort Walton Beach, which is where 7th Special Forces Group and Air Force Special Operations Command are. We have that generally in November every year. So those are the big kind of dress up dinner things. And you know, they're great events. Our families come, and it's to honor the families. So the families come in and we recognize them, and we usually have really good guest speakers. Pat Riley is going to speak at the Dallas event. So we've had Johnny Kim, the astronaut SEAL doctor. We've had Admiral McCraven. We've had General Thomas, former SOCOM commander, General Fenton, current SOCOM commander, General Votel, CENTCOM, SOCOM, General Corilla, CENTCOM. So we've gotten great support from the military side of the house to be at these events.
Selfishly,
do we
I
all see
love
all
the
the social media?
invitation.
Yeah, we are on social media too. We're on kind of the normal ones: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm not a big social media guy, so we do have somebody under the age of 60 working on that, so we can relate a little better. I'm a digital immigrant, so we have somebody more age appropriate working on all that stuff that understands how it all works.
No, I was saying that the guy that you see all over social media, that's like a Navy SEAL, a doctor, and an astronaut, that you have that guy at your gala.
Yeah, he spoke last year at the Dallas event, and just amazing story. You know, he was an enlisted SEAL and ended up going to med school, and then after becoming a doctor, entered the program with NASA. And so he's super talented, very humble guy, just fantastic.
Well, we have an Army medic, a VSO, and a radio personality that we will happily farm out to speak at your next event if you'd like it. Yeah, she's got a wedding coming up in October, but other than that, we can book her. Let us know, and we'll see if we can get her schedule available to you. Yeah,
and if there's any Yellowstone fans out there, our Dallas event is kind of co-hosted by Cole Hauser, who plays Rip on Yellowstone. He's on our board of directors as well, and so he comes every year and helps support that event.
Well, we have the real thing right here, so yeah, say when.
Great.
Hog farmer.
Well, Sean, you've been extremely generous with your time, and I apologize. I didn't mean to monopolize it in this way. Allie, I apologize. You did a great job, by the way. I'm extremely impressed. We're going to get you your own show, Allie. All right, man. He's yours now.
See? Am I good?
You look like you are.
Kind of. Sounds weird for me. I think your time with us, Sean, sorry for the complications, but you got Allie, so it's probably for the best.
Probably that. Yeah.
We give you about 2 minutes to do anything that we shined over, glossed over, that you want to talk about real quick. Give you about 2 minutes. If you remind us of your handles, how to get a hold of you guys, how to donate some funds, that'd be great. Otherwise,
right. Yeah. Thanks. Easy way is our website is specialops.org. Pretty easy to remember. Got everything on there about, the family stories, upcoming events, our stats, like, the number of kids we got in school, the number of graduates. We should hit 600 by the end of this calendar year, 600 graduates from college. So we're real proud of that and happy about it. But, the testimonials in there from the students, and the parents, that's kind of what really, what I find most useful and interesting. So if people want to know about us, you hear from the people that we're serving.
Ladies and gentlemen, Allie has been talking to retired Colonel Sean Corrigan. We have not. We've just been sitting here looking pretty. So yeah, with the Special Operations Warrior Foundation. Sean, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy Monday. Really appreciate it. We apologize for the complications. We blame Joe, our producer. He will be beaten as soon as the show ends. So it doesn't really mean anything because he's used to it at this point. Sean, thank you so much for being part of From the Ashes on About Face Media. We really, really appreciate your time. Allie, will be promoted immediately following this show. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Rob.
Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Allie, you're a radio star.
You know, I'm a little bit.
You ball up like you've been doing this your whole life. That was pretty fucking impressive, bro.
I mean, you're welcome.
No shit, dude. Thanks. That was awesome. You're like, well, Colonel Corrigan.
Yeah, well, I like his time is valuable, and so one of my very, very bestie friends, you'll meet her at the wedding. She's actually sergeant major with USASOC, and we went to AIT together. We were at Fort Sill together. We've done just a whole mess. She was actually in the delivery room with me when I was giving birth to my daughter. So we are as close as two people can get. So yeah, gross. Yeah, but she was phenomenal. So the fact that like I don't know, I have just a special place in my heart. And especially those guys that come in to see me that, you know, have been in the shit. I
can't hear her talking, bro.
What happened?
What button did you just push?
I didn't push anything.
Can you guys can't hear me?
Oh, it's in and out. I'm not touching shit.
He's not touching any buttons or anything, and like you're turning on, we're watching your button get muted and unmuted, muted and unmuted.
And I'm here playing with my hair, so I don't.
We're watching it happen, and poor fucking Seth is like seizing in the corner. He's covered in a puddle of his own urine right now. I feel bad for the boy.
Basically, what I said is I want an invitation to one of those galas because I got 5 dresses that I haven't worn yet, and one of my besties who you will meet at the wedding is a sergeant major with the stock command. So you'll meet her, and she's phenomenal. But
dude, my wife is super amped about your wedding.
As you should be.
We were laying in bed, and she's reading through the thing, and she's like, through the invitation, it's like, dresses for the ladies, men, you must wear suits, and fucking blah blah blah, all this other cool stuff. And yeah, she is super amped about your wedding.
Good. Did I tell you what I'm serving? It's filet mignon. It's barrel cut, so it's not a little piece; it's a thick piece. So barrel cut filet mignon. Yep. Tons of desserts. It's 5 courses. Yeah, I got a 10-piece band with concert lighting, DJ. Like it's a whole production. Yeah.
You are all the way in. You're doing this the right way.
Yeah, well, I'm never doing this shit again, so this is it. Till death do us fucking part, guy.
Well, on a wedding in, New England in the fall. It's pretty
at sunset across from the lake. Yeah. I can be romantic every now and then, whatever. I can be
Tell us what's going on in the world of the VSOs with these days.
So I don't know if you guys saw my last video about, I don't rant too often, but I definitely went on a rant where the VA psychologist called me asking me if I can transport a veteran to the VA. I said, yes, we provide that service. But she wouldn't give me her name or her address. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So what do you want? Well, she's threatening suicide. Okay, she's threatening suicide. And I said, doctor, you should really call 911. Our local hospital is great. They have a great psych unit because I work with them often. Like I know everybody on that staff, like call 911. And he says to me, no, she doesn't have a means of doing it. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit. Does she have a pair of shoelaces or a belt or a bedspread or bed sheets? Does she have a ladder? She have an oven? She got a toaster and a fucking bathtub? Of course she has a means. Of course she does. And he's like, well, this is just a drill for her. And I'm like, but what if this is the one fucking time where she's like, fuck it, I'm out, you guys. Like, how can you say that? And he's like, he said, again, this is a drill and I don't want to call. I've been working with her for 4 years. And I'm like, well, okay. Like, you cannot predict when somebody is going to do it and when they're not. Like, if she's calling you, that means she has a plan. And she specifically said, I am unable to keep myself safe this weekend. Those were her words. And the doctor refused to call 911. So I coaxed him into telling me the street she lives on. So you better believe I went up and down that fucking street knocking on doors. And I found the veteran. I found a veteran. And she's like, nope, I am a veteran, but it wasn't me. I'm okay. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I haven't heard anything. I don't know if she's okay. I don't know if she's been transported. I don't know if she's dead. I have no idea.
Malpractice.
I'm sorry.
That is malpractice on that physician's part.
Yeah, psychologist. Yeah, I don't rant very often.
That we're taking our own lives at such an incredible rate. We know why.
It's for that reason. Maybe she did say, in years past, I feel like killing myself, but I don't have a plan. But after 4 years, and she calls him and she said, I am unable to keep myself safe this weekend. Why wouldn't you call 911 or 988 or somebody? Hey, I need you guys to do a wellness check. And I have done these dozens of times where, hey, can you check in on my brother, my sister, my cousin? I can't get a hold of them. Absolutely. Call the PD. Hey, I need you guys to come with me. And we go. And sometimes they get transported. Sometimes I sit with them for 2 hours and just have a cup of coffee. Like, just let it out, man. Why wouldn't you
report that physician?
I did.
Good.
I did. Yes, I did. And I'm big on like trust the professionals, right? Like he's got a PhD, he knows this stuff, but I'm like, this is common fucking sense. This is common sense. Like, cause God forbid she's like, I'm done. I'm out of meds. My life sucks. I hate the economy. Like whatever the reason is, somebody decides to end their life. She doesn't have a means. The fuck she doesn't. Yes, she does. So I was just beside myself. So
I am too.
I'm sorry.
I am too. Just hearing that.
I never in my years, in almost the 10 years I've been a VSO and in the veterans community, have ever heard of a psychologist not fucking calling 911. And a couple of psychologists duetted or stitched my video and they said no. And I'm like, if I'm wrong, if I'm overreacting, fucking tell me to sit down, shut up. Like if I'm wrong, fucking tell me. But in my gut, I don't feel I'm wrong and I don't feel I'm overreacting. Because I did go door to door. Like, hi, even the mail lady who's delivering mail is like, hey, I'm sorry, this is very odd. My name is Ali Rodriguez. I'm the Director of Veteran Services. Do you know if there are any female veterans on your route? And she's like, 2. We're knocking on those doors. No, it's not us. Thank you for checking. I see you on TV. Okay, thanks. So now I don't know where this woman lives. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know if anybody's called 911. She could be fucking rotting in her fucking bathtub for all I know. This is how I spent my weekend.
Unacceptable.
When I tell you I'm fucking stupefied, I'm stupefied.
This is not how we should be doing this.
Nope. Why wouldn't you? Is it because he doesn't want to take responsibility? Like after 4 years of seeing the same patient, she didn't progress, she didn't get any better, so she ends her life. And does that fall on the psychiatrist? On the psychologist, like you were unable to treat her. Like, why wouldn't you call 911? I need someone to explain this to me. Talk to me like I'm 5. Why wouldn't you call 911? Even if it's a false alarm, wouldn't you rather have it be a false alarm than going and there's, I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys.
How do we fix this?
Well,
because that's supposed to be your stopgap measure. It's supposed to be your doc. That's the person you go to. That's supposed to be your net. Yep. I don't know, dude. That's.
Yep. And I sat in a meeting last year in DC with the deputy director of VA healthcare in DC, and he says that they are raising the salary. They're making it more competitive so they get better quality physicians, nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists, all that shit. And I'm like, oh, that's good because we want well-qualified people, so let's pay them what they're worth, let's make it competitive. But this guy, and I don't even know if I should out him. I don't even know if I should fucking say his name.
Probably not on this shit show because, all of a sudden he'll have fucking all kinds of people knocking on his door. Hey, fuckstick.
Yeah.
So probably a month or so ago, I was the moderator at a physician event, and a physician got up there and said, I don't understand why we even need VSOs veterans can simply file their claims by themselves. The process is not that challenging. And see the face you just made right there? So the person sitting next to me was a coworker, and I just about had a fucking stroke when this person made this statement. And like both my hands went on the table, and my coworker put her hand on top of mine and said, "Relax, we will fix this afterwards." Because I just about fucking started slamming my face into the table. I was like, this person doesn't know what they're talking about, and they're broadcasting this nationwide right now. And
I have goosebumps right now because I am a firm believer that Jesus Christ or my guardian angels or my spirit guides or whoever keeps me out of situations like this so that I don't lose my job, so that I don't get a criminal record, so that I'm able to continue helping veterans, because I would absolutely lose my fucking mind.
My words to my coworker were, "It's just a job. I'll find another one."
Yeah. But I love what I do and I'm good at it, right? Like, if not me, then who? But yeah, should my job exist? No, it shouldn't. Veterans shouldn't have to file and sue the government basically for your own fucking benefits. When a veteran gets out of service like they do in Europe, they should have exactly your packet in hand, what I'm getting paid, what my disability is, what my benefits are, all said and done, so you can go enjoy your ETS, your retirement with your family. My job shouldn't exist, but this is America, and it does, because the VA has so much crap that you have to wade through that there's literally fucking paid professionals that will guide you. It's stupid. I understand how like asinine my job is. It's important and I love what I do, but it shouldn't exist.
Well, and I did not spend that same weekend sitting in a coffee shop because I'm not a VSO and that's not legal and I'm not allowed to do that. And I did not spend that same weekend with a veteran in a coffee shop helping them walk their way through how to file their claim.
No, you didn't. Right. No, you didn't. No, I know.
It's not legal. So,
nope.
Yeah. Whatever.
Moving on, I got a prison letter today.
Yes, I saw that. Was that your new boyfriend or what? What's the deal there?
His name's Andre, and he's in for murder.
This guy, like a 13-year-old girl.
So this is, I think, my fourth prison letter, and they stamp, this correspondence is from a correctional institute in Connecticut, right? So I'm like, so I open it and I see the inmate's name and I Google him. First thing I do, bloop, 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 bloop. And this veteran was a Marine Corps veteran, served 4 years in the Marine Corps in the late 80s, became a police officer in the city of Lawrence. And now he's doing 12 years for 2 counts of aggravated rape of a child. So there's that. But he served honorably, but his 214 says honorable discharge. So I'm like, the fuck? What do I do? So I read the letter and he's not asking for anything. He was looking for the former VSO. And I'm like, your former VSO no longer is a VSO. I don't have any contact info for you. Make sure that your family members are getting their apportionment, because if you have children and you're not keeping up your obligations, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. Good luck to you. Signed AM, not even my full name, AM, and then put it in the mail. That's it. Done. Next.
Congratulations on your new boyfriend.
Yeah, it wasn't even like, "Dear Allie, I saw you on TikTok and I just love the way." It wasn't. I was hoping for some fan mail.
Yeah, what did your text message say? On this phone that I had hidden in my prison wallet or something like that. I was reading that.
The husband-elect is a retired CO, right? So he writes. I sent him the message, and he says, "Hi, my name is Tyrone. I served in Vietnam. I got Agent Orange. I was in Da Nang, PA Yang, and a whole bunch of other Angs. I saw you on the Tic Tac from my illegal phone I had stuck up my butt, and I need you to help me get 100%. But thanks, guy."
Before I cut you loose, Allie, what do you have for the safety brief for this week besides
safety briefing? So I know we joke around a lot, don't, add to the population, don't all that shit. But guys, really, I cannot stress this enough. If you feel unsafe, call 988 and call your VSO, call your doctor, call somebody, send a text message.
Don't call your fucking doctor, apparently.
Yeah, not unless your doctor's name is Bliss. So if you have Dr. Bliss, please don't call him.
Wow. There it is now.
That's the best part about having hairs. I can do this and be like,
can I take your word for it?
Yes, but in all seriousness, guys, please, I cannot ask you enough. There is nothing. I mean, nothing. I can't even advocate. Like, there's nothing on this planet that is worth taking your life. There's always somebody that cares. There's always somebody that's going to listen. You guys know how to get a hold of me. I'm all over the fucking internet. Call Rob. Get my number. 3 o'clock in the morning. My phone is never off, and it's a promise. It is my word. Is my bond. I'm telling you, call me.
It's full of shit. I will never give out Allie's phone number. However, I will talk to you. I will not give out
Rob. Yes. Yeah. If you need a three-way me in, I'm all about three-ways. You can
Allie's phone number, no problem.
You can three-way me in. That's cool. I'm into that. You can.
That's awesome. All right. Well, Allie, have a great night. Thank you so much for your help.
I will see you soon.
Dude, hey, great fucking job with your interview with the good Colonel. Nice job tonight.
Thank you. Can I get a raise now, please?
Absolutely. You know what? We're gonna double your pay.
Yes. That's a boy.
Have a great night, Al. Bye. All right, folks. So this brings us to that part of the show that nobody fucking likes to listen to. But don't go anywhere because this part's fucking really important. This is really important. Are you going to try to play the whole video, Joe, or no?
Mm-mm.
No, we're not going to play it? All right, cool. Good. Hey, so when we first started From the Ashes, years and years and years and years ago, it's got to be at least a year ago, there was this dude. His name was Boone Cutler. And he had written 2 books. And both books were awesome. They were about dealing with head injuries. It was the blueprint for dealing with your head injury after deployment. And it was another book about the Spartan Pledge. And it was basically, I'm drastically summing up the book here. If you're going to take your own life, before you do so, reach out to a battle buddy before you do. And you were taking that pledge. And Boone went everywhere with this Spartan Pledge. And it was fucking awesome. I can't even begin to imagine the number of lives of veterans that Boone Cutler himself has saved, not just himself, but through the ripple effect, through the number of people that have taken that Spartan Pledge and just run with it and gone and taken and talked to other veterans and made also take that pledge. Chances are very strong, if you are even remotely tied in to the veteran community, you know who Boone Cutler is. He was a huge advocate for getting veterans, and he was aggressive about it, about getting your sleep apnea dealt with as part of your dealing with your head injuries. And oddly enough, he was also a huge advocate for, I can't believe I'm saying this, for Crocs footwear. The dude exclusively wore Crocs. Don't ask me to explain it. I can't, but he fucking loved Crocs footwear. Whatever, man, do your thing. Well, we lost Boone last week. Found out he died, I believe it was Friday. He died of a heart attack. His wife found him. Yeah, he had passed away in his sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, Boone Cutler is a huge loss to the veteran community. Tonight, when you say your prayers and you sit down to dinner and you say your prayers tonight with your family, please remember Boone Cutler. Not just him, but his beautiful wife as well, and his family. Please include them in your prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a show tonight. We've had a lot of fucking fun, and it's been at Joe's expense, sadly. So, yeah. So keep Joe in your prayers tonight, too, because this poor motherfucker, look at us and look at his face right now. That's what stress looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to From the Ashes on About Face Media. Really appreciate your time tonight. Have a great rest of your night. I won't be here next week. Someone will be sitting in this chair. You're going to have Brandy. She does all kinds of peptides and shit. You're going to like her. You're going to like her a lot. But tune in next week. It'll be a good show, and we'll have all this shit sorted out. Have a great rest of your evening, and thanks for being a part of From the Ashes on About Face Media. Have a great night.